Hey, it is Brant with Vintage Statements, and today we're going to take this dresser and redo it. So follow along, hit that subscribe button, and let's get this project started. Alright, this piece is kind of worn down. I'll do a quick scan of it up close before we start disassembling it, so you can kind of see what condition it is in right now, and then at the end we'll see how we can transform it and make it look like a beautiful new piece for some family here. So to do that, we're going to remove all the drawers, check the frame, check the tracks, remove all the hardware, remove the doors, basically break this piece down for sanding. And so the next step of that will be to sand all this off, get rid of the sheen off of it so we can get a good grip with that paint. And then, well, from there, paint, scuff, wax, and well, this piece should look quite different. So let's do a quick scan of this piece, and then we'll go from there by disassembling this. Alright, we removed all the drawers, all the tracks are really good in shape, so everything looks good, solid piece all around, so we're perfect to start sanding this down. Got my DeWalt sander, 80 grit sandpaper. We're going to go over all the flat areas with it. Any curved areas that I can't get with the sander, pull the paper off, we'll sand them down. That includes the doors and the drawers. So again, what we're trying to do is remove the sheen, remove any high spots or any damaged spots. Get them smoothed out so when we paint, all of it looks good again. So let's get started. Alright, so we've got it all sanded down, we vacuumed it out, wiped it down, and now it's ready for its paint. So before we do that, I thought about just painting this whole top and everything, but when I started sanding it, you'll notice that I just constantly stay on the top, and that's because the top was in really good condition and the sanding process was pretty quick and fluid on this, so it didn't really take that long to get rid of all the junk on top. So we're going to stain the top, and we're going to use our Behr dark walnut. We're going to go with the grain. I've got an old sock here. We'll shake this up, get that all done. While that's drying, then we can start painting. So let's get the staining and then we'll talk about painting. Alright, while the stain top is drying, we're going to use our Behr Premium Prime and Paint. It's navy blue. We got a Worcester short handle brush, angled. We're going to do 2 coats on everything. So we're going to start on the back side of the drawers or doors, get that coated once, let it set dry while we paint everything else, 1 coat, and then we'll come back, get that second coat on it, be able to flip it over and do that second coat, first and second coat on the front side after that. So we got a lot to paint. Let's get started. see it's coming along just nicely. So what we're gonna do now is we got our old 80 grit sandpaper here, and what we're gonna do is just slightly scuff some of the edges, give it a little bit of a worn in look. Now this is definitely a step that you could skip if you want that solid look and move forward to just waxing. But for here, Vintage Statements, well, we're gonna add a little bit of wear in it. So 80 grit, we're just gonna hit some of the edges, just kind of give it a little bit of a worn look. We got a lot to do, so let's get started. Alright, all the hard work's done. Let's wax it. Let's make this piece pop and we can start putting it together. So the next time you see this piece, well, it's going to be completed. We're going to use our Citrus Shield. It's by Howard. Got an old glove or an old sock. I'm going to wipe on. We'll start with the stained top, work our way down, hit all the doors and drawers, and we'll be done. Alright, here it is completed. Dark walnut stained top. We used our Behr Prime and Paint Premium Paint called Navy Blue or Very Navy. We scuffed it, we waxed it, and well, the end product is pretty amazing. Really brought it back to life, and I hope the family that buys this will enjoy it for a very long time. If you like this project and many of our others, subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook and Instagram, and well, we'll keep trying to do some pretty cool projects for you. Let's do a quick scan of what it looks like up close.